You're thinking of coming to Sri Lanka, but you're not really sure what to fully expect. Woohoo! Oh, this is exactly why we came up north.
Maybe you're looking for all of the Instagram hotspots. Or maybe you're looking for adventures on the roads less traveled.
And because we are the Budgeteers and we specialize in having bigger and better adventures on less money, we're doing all of this on less than $1,000 each.
So sit down and relax and join us on this epic journey around Sri Lanka. Okay, Ty, do the honors. Roll that intro. Woo! Boom! Series 4 was made possible thanks to Sri Lankan Airlines, providing convenient and cheap connections to the island. Book your flights with Sri Lankan Airlines. We're also brought to you by Wondergo, the must-have app for any digital nomad. Discover destinations, workspaces, accommodation, and much more. Download it for free from the App Store today. Previously on the Budgeteers. After spending a few days in Sri Lanka's most popular tourist town of Sigiriya, we decided that the crowds were just too much and we needed to find somewhere a little more undiscovered.
So this is backfire.
As you can see, this is not a secret spot.
Thankfully, just a few hours south was the gorgeous Knuckles mountain range. We got a sneak peek into the way of life up here in the mountains, and we got to encounter some of Sri Lanka's most beautiful and rarest wildlife.
Wow, look at this. It feels funny.
Feels super funny.
After we got our fill of adventures in this unique part of the island, we made our way back down through the valleys into the second largest city here in Sri Lanka of Kandy. We are switching it up from the wild mountains to this big city, but first thing in the morning on our journey to find breakfast, we could see that not only was this city absolutely stunning, but it also seemed to have plenty of historical sites for us to visit. So buckle up, because not only are we going to explore Kandy today, but later on we are also going to attempt our biggest adventure of this series so far. Good morning!
Good morning!
Welcome back and welcome to the beautiful city of Kandy.
Kandy is actually the old capital of Sri Lanka, and so there's lots of historical and religious places to visit.
But before we do anything, breakfast?
Breakfast.
Cheers!
Luckily, Kandy had loads of delicious breakfast places. And so after walking around for a bit, we popped into a really nice, highly recommended cafe, The Secret Alley.
We actually came here because it was recommended by a few locals, including our local guide, Aravinda.
What did you get?
Avocado sandwich with an egg.
And what about you, big boy?
Avocado, eggs, and salads. Healthy.
What did you get, Squirrel?
One of those fancy bowls. Fancy bowls, yeah.
After our delicious breakfast, it was time to explore one of the most historical and religious sites in all of Sri Lanka, the Temple of the Tooth. This sacred temple is located inside of the royal palace and is home to one of the teeth of the holy Buddha himself. And as we made our way towards the ground, we could see large crowds of Buddhist monks who had come from all over the world, as well as loads of keen tourists like ourselves, who all came to take a look and to worship the relic. We could instantly feel that this was a really important and special place for both the locals and the monks. So we certainly felt honored and excited to be a part of this really wonderful energy.
Okay, we have got our tickets, 1,500 rupees each, which is just under $10 per person. Make sure you have the right money, otherwise you're in trouble, and it's all mechanical machines. And I'm looking spiffing.
Yeah, so with Paddy properly covered up, we were all excited to get inside. However, this early in the morning, the temple gets a huge influx of visitors. This is because every morning, holy men bring the sacred relic into the shrine, and musicians play old songs in this very special ceremony. This does mean that the temple grounds become packed, and it's very hard to stay together and to really understand where to go and what to do. We found ourselves stuck in a packed line of people, and we started to feel like we were actually kind of overcrowding this place, especially for the people who came all this way to worship the relic.
This is really weird. I don't know where to go. Really unorganized. What do you do? What's going on? I'm so confused right now. We were waiting patiently for our turn in the queue, and as soon as we joined the queue, everyone's bailed from the queue and it's gone over there now. Yeah, it's moving. It's super confusing. We have no idea what's happening.
So we kept at it until nearly an hour later, when we were giving a quick passing glimpse at an impressive gold casing holding the holy relic. Clearly, this ceremony was amazing to be part of, but there was something we couldn't really put our finger on. But once we made our way outside, we finally got a chance to catch our breath and digest the experience.
We're a little bit disappointed, aren't we?
I just felt that, we've seen so many people coming here just to do like a religious pilgrimage. A lot of people coming from very far.
Even
here
Thailand.
in Sri Lanka, from Thailand, from Burma, from everywhere. And they're coming here because it's an important place for them religiously. And it's this big religious ceremony. And it just feels like all the tourists, including ourselves, are just in the way, and it feels a little disrespectful, and it feels... I personally felt really uncomfortable being there.
Yeah, me too.
I was
Petty as well. I enjoyed more is experiencing the religious part through the other people that were there.
Yeah.
Because they found it really, really important, and I was vibing more of the people that were there doing their prayers.
Yeah,
that was really
the people
unique.
dressed in white, kneeling down, like holding their babies. That was really, really sweet. But yeah, like Lena said, we felt like we were in the way. We were like, oh God, can we get out? And then you're stuck in the line of people.
I also felt like kind of rude filming. I don't know, like it was just...
It felt really sacred.
It was uncomfortable.
And
Yeah, exactly.
private.
Sacred is the perfect word. It's the sacred moment for so many people, and you're just there.
Come if you want. Would you go again, guys?
No, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'm also 100% sure that we will see a lot more temples that are also really beautiful.
And that is exactly what we did next. Firstly, we popped back to our cheap hostel to escape the blistering midday heat and to devour a deliciously spicy rice and curry. And then we made our way to the Buddha statue that overlooks this stunning city and somewhere we could enjoy the peace and serenity that Buddhist temples provide that had been lacking down at the somewhat flustering Temple of the Tooth.
Buddha's belly.
And they have these amazing murals etched in stone and the history of the Buddha's life. It's incredible.
Thais and I were saying Look how easy it would be to sit on his lap, but imagine the trouble we'd get into.
Let the Instagram, like, jump on there, stand on his lap. A YouTube channel was arrested today for defacing a Buddha statue. But they got 500 likes, so that was all that mattered.
It was actually so peaceful up there that we decided to hang out for ages and really take in all of the beautiful views, the gorgeous storm clouds rolling in, and the serene atmosphere. Before we knew it, the evening had rolled in, and we had to say goodbye to the stunning Buddha statue and also to the city of Kandy, because tomorrow we were going to start our biggest adventure on this trip so far. So, we made our way back to the hostel, but not before taking one final look at the magical city. Good night, Kandy. Yes, the next morning we were excited to head towards Adams Peak, the tallest mountain in the entire country. However, it was going to be a whole day's worth of driving. Although the route was only 90 kilometers, we would be driving through the central highlands. And our little Zita, she isn't exactly a four-wheel drive. So we knew it would be a challenge to reach base camp before dark. And we made a promise to ourselves along the way to only stop if we saw something incredible. And it turns out that we saw something kind of unbelievable. Atop one of the many mountains in the area, we saw a very strange looking tower. It looked amazing and like something that we definitely needed to check out. But since the roads were so steep, our little Zita, she had other ideas.
Here we are, walking up a hill because we saw a beautiful hill
With a temple on top.
a temple on top, and we thought it would be a good idea.
But the tuk-tuk had other plans. She said, no.
I'm not taking all of you. I can only take one of you, the driver, which is Alina. You can do it. Maybe give it a bit of a push. Can you push her? Look at this crazy tower. It looks really, really high. I've already looked over the edge over there. So we're so high right now.
Ty's already backing out on me. He's like, I'm not going up those stairs. Yes, you are.
I'm afraid of heights, guys.
I'm pretty scared too. I consider myself a pretty fearless person. That
Okay,
looks
let's
scary.
try the tiny tower first.
No. We're going big. Go big or go home. Hi!
Just endless stairs.
Oh, I don't like this.
What is it like?
Don't look out there.
My legs are already shaking now. Let's go outside.
No, I don't want to again.
Wow, this view. I don't want to go near it. It's slanted. Jesus. I don't trust this build quality. No. What?
I'm gonna go on the outside. I'm gonna be a brave little soldier because we came here to do and try new things. I'm talking to you, look at me. Come on.
Wait, outside there?
Yes, come on.
No, I'm skipping that.
No.
You can't
Look,
see through the stairs.
There's a gap in
There's
the
a gap.
stairs.
I don't trust this stuff. Look, there's gaps
There are
everywhere.
gaps in the stairs. Oh!
That.
Guys,
I'm staying.
No, Thais, there's
I'm
mucho
staying
más.
near
No, you're not.
the concrete.
No, Thais,
Those
you're
things
not.
not
Thais,
safe.
vamos. Come on.
No, no es por aquí, creo.
Para allá, para allá. Ah, ¿es para allá?
Sí.
Para allá, Thais, para allá.
Yeah, you can go. I feel like if we all stand on one side, the thing is just gonna...
Vamos.
I don't get paid enough to do this. I get paid at all.
We don't get paid at all. Hello.
Why are you doing more stairs?
Because, Thais, we came to try new things. Yes. Did you go to the top? Is it scary? Oh, no, 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 no. Uy, mi madre me mataría. Oh. Oh my God. Thais, we're supposed to be a team.
I know.
Oh. I think this is the top. No, maybe not. Hijo de madre. Uy, no, 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 no. I'm really scared. Uy, esto es muy estrecho. Uy, 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 uy. Uy, 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 uy. Oh my God, the wind is blowing, the wind is blowing. I don't like this. Thais! Oh, he left me. He's such a jerk. I made it to the highest point. You can't make it to the top, it's blocked off. I'll show you. Ay, Dios, this is enredado. Okay, wait. See, it's blocked off by all this. I'm like holding onto the railing, trembling. My legs are trembling. There were points when my hips were too wide to fit through. I had to put my camera away. Oh, I'm shaking. The wind is blowing. I hate this. My mother would kill me. Perdóname, mommy. Ay, papá. Ay, Dios. Sorry, Papa. Sorry, Mama. I'm so high up. I'm so high up I can't even. I don't want to look down. I don't want to look down. Okay, I'm going down, but I did it. I made it to the top.
I did too.
No, you didn't. Damn it.
I got about 3/5 of the way up. I cannot believe that building got cleared by health and safety.
I cannot believe somebody built that.
And there's people up there shaking like, oh no, this is high enough for me. Ty's bailed, I bailed. But she's out-machoed us again.
You bailed on me.
I tried. I went halfway. I'm actually quite proud. Congrats.
Oh, that couple made it to the top actually. And what's really cool is if you look, Lena, just turn the camera here, that this tower is dedicated to the three religions, the three major religions of Sri Lanka. You've got the Muslim crest there, the Buddhist wheel, and the Christian cross. So it's not really a religious place, but it's built for all religions. And it just goes to prove that all religions are as crazy as everyone else if you can make it to the top.
So after my legs stopped shaking from that absolutely terrifying climb to the top, I now had the honor of driving us the rest of the day through the windy mountain roads. And of course, just to make life a little bit easier, it thunderstormed the entire drive. Travel can be a really thrilling ride sometimes, but these are the kinds of adventures that we love the most. And thankfully, after what seemed like an eternity, we had finally made it to the base camp of Adams Peak.
Hello.
Hey, we have made it to the
base.
beginning of Adams Peak.
Yeah.
After a long, long
A
drive.
really, really long drive. It's
Through
been
the
a
mountains.
really long drive on crazy roads.
And we arrived and without any plan, and we have no accommodation sorted. So, Patty and I jumped out of the tuk-tuk. Patty went one way, I went the other.
I'm
went
just sat here guarding the tuk-tuk,
Yeah.
and I got the best offer. This guy just crossed the street and he's like, "Are you looking for a room?" And he made me the best offer that anyone made us, so.
We did a lot of bartering, but we didn't have the big guns with us.
So we're just gonna park our tuk-tuk over at the guest house. We're gonna drop our bags in there, have some dinner, and then we're having a super early night because we have to be up at 1:30 in the morning to start climbing. Why are you whispering? I don't know.
It's gonna be a short night. As planned, we dumped our bags in our tiny little room and headed out to find some food so we could fuel ourselves up for the big trek up to the summit. Adams Peak holds huge spiritual and religious significance, so we wouldn't be doing this climb alone. Most nights you can expect a few hundred or even a few thousand people attempting the climb every single night. That's because each of the 3 main religions here in Sri Lanka claim that the holy footprint at the summit of the peak has spiritual significance. So that's why lots and lots of pilgrims from far and wide come all this way. And before we went to sleep, we looked up at the imposing summit as it lit up in a blaze of divine glory.
It's early in the morning.
Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah, me too.
Let's do this, guys.
We're gonna climb a mountain. Let's do it. Let's go.
How far up are we right now? Maybe a quarter? Not even?
This is harder than Annapurna.
Bon appetit. Breakfast?
Yeah, I think in Annapurna,
We're sweating
you just go on, you're like on autopilot. This is like, get your butt up there before sunrise.
Cardio training.
We've seen a few pilgrims being carried down in stretchers, right? Because some of these
Is that
people...
what that is?
Yeah, they're stretching them down. I looked over and there was people. Because some of the people doing this pilgrimage are in their 90s and 80s. And they're going up there one step at a time.
We can't complain. These people, they've worked their whole lives. They're literally broken and they're going up there.
Yeah.
Their grandmas
Massive respect.
walking up. There's a little like 2-year-old crying his eyes out, and I was like, I feel you.
All right, onwards and upwards. Thanks.
Those types of people shouldn't be allowed to travel. I mean, trek. That's like my biggest pet peeve, trekking. People who put on music on the speaker.
Nang kita maru nang ngohi.
Sarane saranai.
We have made it. We found a spot to stand. We're right at the entrance with a view over Look at that beautiful sunrise.
We lost Lena in the crowd, so we're just kind of going to wait here for half an hour probably until she gets up here so that we can go into the building together and try not to freeze to
Because
death.
if you go even further into the temple, it's even more crowded. And it's clear skies. We're so lucky.
Yes, no clouds.
No rain.
But no Lena. Hurry up, Lena. Where are you? Need to be here, Lena. There wasn't much we could do about being split up. The crowds were just too large. So we decided to enjoy our spot and watch in complete awe as the sun crept over the Sri Lankan mountaintops. Still can't see Lena. Hope she's okay. The sun has just come out. And the whole crowd just went, oh. Me and Tyus were just saying that if you're gonna do this, come up at sunset. Or wake up now, like wake up, watch the sunrise down there, and then come up. The crowds have kind of split us up, and it's just too many people. I mean, she's probably only 50 meters away, but we can't see her because the entire movement of people has stopped because everyone stayed at the top of the stairs, like we did, to watch the sunrise. Lena, we're sorry we missed it with you. We hope you're okay. Hope you're not mad at us.
There she is.
At the 100-meter sign, like when it's like to the top 100 meters, and it was still pitch black, and I was like, oh, perfect, like I'll make it fine. What?
Just as the sun was coming up, and then everyone turned around and was like, oh, the sun's coming up, so everyone just stood still. So I was standing on the top of the tap, Tyus was standing in this whole area, everyone was packed in like this.
That's the thing, like every 10 minutes I'd take one step up.
Come to Adam's Peak.
They said.
The thing is, there's now a queue going down, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a bit frustrating being split up and having to spend the last few hours just stood in one place, unable to move. But the summit was just so close. But look, guys, 4 steps to go. So we decided to persevere the last few meters and queue up for another hour or so in order to see the holy footprint. And the last thing we had to do was ring out the bell. 1 strike for each time a person makes it to the summit during their life. And with that, it was time to descend back down, and with the crowds gone, we made good time, and we were back down at base camp within 2 hours, and we packed up our bags and said our goodbyes to this incredible place and reflect on that once-in-a-lifetime experience. Hello, we're back in the noisy town where the end of the trail is. What a climb, what an experience. Ups and downs, but we finished the episode, didn't we, guys?
We did.
In the next episode, because we're about to leave right now, it's only morning, we're going to Ella. But on the way, we're going to make loads of detours, so stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching our Kandy and Adam's Peak episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we love you, and goodbye.
See you in the next one. Thanks again for watching, and if you did enjoy this episode, then please help and support us by giving us a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn that bell on so you never miss an episode. You can also support this channel by picking up some Budgeteers merchandise. There are loads of awesome designs and some brand new product lines available, including stickers now, so make sure to head over and check them out. And if you've enjoyed the music in this episode, we use Epidemic Sound for all of our videos actually now, and you can get a 30-day free trial below to help level up your content, whatever that may be. But for now, we'll just leave you with this teaser for next week's episode and a simple question for you to answer. Where was the most beautiful sunset or sunrise that you've ever seen? We would love to know. Please let us know in the comments. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode once more, because it was actually my favorite episode we've ever made. All right, cool. See you next week. Rolling.
Well, I'm eating.
Swallow it.
Here's to a lovely day in Nueva Elia.